Welcome to my channel. Please enjoy the video. What is going on, my tea sippers? So this story is based out of Montego Bay, Jamaica. And this pastor's name is Kevin O. Smith, and known to his members as Your Excellency. Yes, this is what he made those members call him of his congregation. So after this story broke out, guys, I took the time to go over to this man's channel. He has a YouTube channel. And watching his different sermons, however, became very alarming to me because this so-called prophet whom he puts himself out to be to his members, and it seems like he has them totally afraid of him and brainwashed. He was warning them of like the apocalypse. He spoke on the COVID-19 vaccine, witchcraft, sex dreams, sex, and everything under the sun to his congregation. He even talked about and gave in great detail about the Illuminati and how they get members to come into their organization. They pay them $700,000. They have to film the sacrifices that's going to be taking place, and they have to sit in front of the camera nude. He knew too much specific details about getting recruited into the Illuminati, first of all, and I'm going to share that clip with you guys, so you can hear it from the horse's mouth and not my mouth. Now, this man was in America. He got deported for some reason. It's very hard. You can't even find him on Wikipedia. Then he was in Canada and got kicked out of Canada as well. Now, it is alleged that he also had 3 young men living in his house with him, and he was involved in homosexual activities. And there were even allegations out there that he was having sex with somebody's young son in Canada, and that was one of the reasons why they deported him from Canada as well. So as you know, guys, most, and I'm saying most, pastors are connected to either homosexual activities or child molestation activities with young men and women in these churches, and that's all over the nation. Have a look at this photo right here, guys. This is where the actual ceremony took place. This was a human sacrifice ceremony. Now, digging into more information and watching videos, it seems that some of the members of the congregation went behind the pastor's back and they took the COVID-19 vaccine, in which this pastor was very much against this. And he also speaks of that in his so-called sermons on his YouTube channel as well. And he gets metaphorically very interested in talking about the government and how there's a chip inside of these vaccines, and that people in his congregation, if they choose to take that, they'll be dealt with. Now, during this ceremony, guys, there was a young lady in the church, and it seems like church members came back and told the pastor that she went and got the COVID vaccine 19, and it got back to the pastor. So during this ceremony, guys, allegedly when they all got there, this young lady was called up to the front, and the pastor looked her in her eyes and he said, "Did you take the vac?" And when she said yes, he told his security guard or whoever the guy was that was around him to handle her. And this man split her throat wide open with a very big knife. Then there was another member who had just gotten out of the hospital, and he had tubes inside of his body that were not taken out yet. The pastor allegedly walked up to him and snatched those tubes out of his body, and blood started squirting everywhere. Now, he made the men, all of the men in the church, stripped down butt naked, and all of the women had to wear all white cloth. And this is how the incident started. However, like I stated, guys, everything in his sermons did not sit right with me, and it seems like everything he spoke about is what he actually tried to act out with his own congregation. Now, Pastor Kevin Smith really likes to post on his Facebook page. And on that Sunday when this happened, he went on to say to his members to hurry and come to the location where the ministries were held, and he told them the ark is loading now. So police say that they are very convinced that there was a major bloodbath that was averted because a woman who was wounded for disobeying orders at the church raised that alarm. And we're speaking about the young lady whose throat was slit. So let's just get into these posts, guys. So he posted on Sunday around 8 p.m. And this is the young lady whose throat was slit and took the vaccine, allegedly, okay? So the post he posts to his members on Facebook, this is how he kept in contact with them on Sundays or needed to send a message out when the curfew came. Because on Sundays in Jamaica, you cannot leave out of your house, period. There's actually no curfew on Sundays. So he posted, "I am His Excellency Dr. Kevin O. Smith, D.M. Crown Bishop and End-Time Nabby, Conqueror of Lion of Tribe of Judah, King of Kings and Lord of Lords," and he calls Christos. Okay, so he says he went on to tell his members that an apocalypse was coming, and he posted 999, guys, which is 666 upside down. In my opinion, it bears the number 6. So he told them, "Leave now, come to the location, the ark is boarding, it's coming." So these people were actually thinking that they were going to sail away somewhere, and this church is nowhere by any water. So this is what he told them. He told them to take their cell phones and wrap them in aluminum foil, and please do not bring any cell phones to his church or they will not be let in. Okay, he told them to obey his order. And so these people complied, baby, and they came down there knowing they wasn't supposed to have been outside, could have been arrested on their way to the church because it's illegal and unlawful, because this is what the city ordinance was, that there's no citizens supposed to leave out of their homes or wherever they were on Sundays. So when they got to the congregation, the witnesses stated, and that young lady's name was Tanika Gardner, and she was the first one to have her throat cut. There was a second man, he was ordered to strip naked and died in the same way. Okay, and they impaired blood out of his body, and this was the young man who had the tubes in his body, and the pastor himself snatched those out of his body, killing him. And actually, they're saying that this was his daughter, but she was a policewoman and she was off duty at the time. And she was overseen by him during this ritual. So she knew what was going to be taking place. And when the police came, he was told, if they come in, shoot them and kill them. And so before that, guys, they had to do 2 days of fasting. And it started on Friday and it ended on Saturday. So Sunday is when the ritual took place. The people lined up to board the ark like he told them on Facebook, and Smith warned them of a great flood that was about to come. So after those 2 were sacrificed, the police moved in, and another was shot by the police after opening fire on them. So guys, without any further ado, let's just listen to the pastor ourselves, and then we can determine what this really was about and the kind of person he really was in sheep's clothing. Now, unfortunately, guys, him talking about the Illuminati, it seems like a lot of his videos have been probably put on private. His YouTube channel still does exist, but all of the demonic preachings that he was speaking about on his little pulpit has been hidden or either removed by someone over his account, okay? However, I did manage to get a little couple of footage, voice notes from what he was speaking on. And not only that, guys, the police actually recorded him. Well, somebody at the police station recorded this pastor speaking of why he committed these human sacrifices. And I want you guys to listen to this as well. However, I was able to get those 2 voice notes. So I'm going to share these with you guys, and I want you to listen very closely because I don't know if everybody can understand. People who talk in Jamaica, put your phones on caption or your devices on caption so you can see the words on the screen. Okay? So let's get into it.
What is coming against you? As long as you are pro blood, I will seal you. I am one, but there are many. And you will get instruction. You see, the 144 miles of Jamaica is the fulfillment of the prophecy. The mystery is now revealed. So what they have put inside is to create the Castillo effect, where a monster species rises up and destroys and exterminates the entire human civilization. The MU variant, that's what it means. Zeta Ursa Major, the second moon of Jupiter, representing Castillo. And Castillo is what? The she-bear, or the Big Dipper, that represents what? The she-bear. And what does a bear do when it's angry? It tears at anything in its way.
So guys, this is very disturbing. Not only that, someone at the police station managed to record him. I guess he's being interrogated or questioned. And you can hear some of the detectives, so-called, or policemen or soldiers or whatever they call them in Jamaica. They're actually laughing in the background when he's trying to explain himself. Now, I don't know if some Christians watch my channel, and if you do, that is no problem. Please listen to what this pastor is saying after slaughtering these 3 people in his own church, doing a human sacrifice. And not only while you're listening, guys, I want you guys to pay attention to what he wrote on his Facebook page. And this is how he was able to reach out to his congregation and tell them to come, that the ark is coming. You know, and he was telling them what to do and what not to do in their homes, telling them to sleep in the daytime and, you know, stay up all night. Or it was the total opposite. It just does not sit right, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this other voice note, because it seems that he was the Jim Jones of Jamaica. Let's listen.
Rapture is the reaping. No, but just at 9 o'clock, you are going to the rapture is raptus, which is rape, torture. That is what the rapture is. I come with salvation. I do not come to raid my people of their freedom, of their breath. You have to pay this nation to walk with carbon footprints. If you march in this nation, you must pay. If you breathe in this nation, you must pay. Do you not understand that Pharaoh has built his great house and he is stepping on your necks? Pharaoh tried to bring me down, but I am that I am. All you people of the world, I came to you in this form. I am Summer, born in Glengoff, Arizona, Victoria, the year of Jubilee and victory. What happened? Oh, hospital mat. They made my life a mat. I suffered, I bled. Look at this night when I came to call all of my sheep, the stray sheep from the 12 tribes and nations. The thunder comes, the cloud comes, and the rain comes. But you did not believe my report. I am the fountain of life. I am the Catherine Peak. I come from St. Catherine. That's why you gave me water from where I come from. St. Catherine, Jamaica is where I was born. I have fulfilled all things. At the age of 9 years old, the angel of the Lord came and spoke to this body and asked me if I would give the eternal yes. I have given the eternal yes. I came as Jonah the warner, but they mocked me and they scoffed me. They surrounded me and they looked at me and said, who is this man? Because man, God was tabernacled in man, seed of men. I carried.
So guys, after this pastor carried out a human sacrifice in his church, actually there were supposed to be 144 members to go. They were supposed to have sacrificed. This man had the camera set up. He was recording the whole ordeal. Remember when I said he was speaking about the Illuminati and how they wanted you to record things? Well, it seems like this is what he was doing, guys. Laws are different from the United States as it is in Jamaica, and it seems like their resources are really low as far as like having the FBI come in. And it seems like I actually seen the video of him being questioned, and it seems like he was still on the pulpit. However, he was at the Jamaican police station, okay, if that's what they call it. And if you hear how people are laughing in the background, this young lady, guys, had her life insurance policy. Your Excellency, Kevin Smith was able to have this young girl to remove her own mother and her only young son off of being the beneficiaries and add his name. And this was the young lady who took the COVID-19 vaccination, and the pastor had to get rid of her. This story is a big national story in Jamaica, and it is all over the internet. If you guys just put in Kevin Smith cult leader, it'll pop up. His page is Pathways, okay? PCC International Enterprises or something like that. It says it right here. It's PCC. Okay, guys, I just wanted to share this commentary with you guys. It's crazy what's going on, but this goes on all around the world. And I don't believe, however, this is his first time doing something like this, but they're saying that he did this amidst to the COVID-19 becoming mandatory in the country of Jamaica. And, you know, if you had bad blood, you didn't have pure blood, you were not on his side, you were on the side of Satan, because if you got the vaccine, then your blood wouldn't be pure and you're going to morph into a demon monster. Before the COVID-19 ever came, Mr. Kevin Smith, we have people who don't even have the vaccine and they're demons and monsters, because you're one of them, in my opinion, guys. And I like to thank you guys for watching. However, if anything else comes out of this story, I will be more than happy to share it with you, but I would like to thank you guys for watching and taking the time to hear about this story, because it is foreign to us. We're from America, and this is what's going on in Jamaica. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.